Sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Well, I got to tell you something, everybody. And this is great news for everybody. That I'm going to share something with your principle of becoming successful at whatever level you choose. It can be successful in a relationship, successful in the family. Success is maybe considered to you becoming a homeowner. It could be being debt free. Your idea of success could be $60,000 a year, $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year. It doesn't matter. If you're considering it, if you're wanting it, if you have a desire to become successful, I want to share with you the very beginning of that. If no one's ever done it, I'm going to say the beginning of it today. See, Scripture makes it very clear for us that the only thing you need to become successful is already inside of you. It's not an external need. God wouldn't do that to you. He puts the core basis of everything you need inside of you. So if you discover it, if you tend to it, nurture it, fertilize it, and water it, it grows, it branches out. Then it reaches out externally and it starts grabbing things outside of there to make it even bigger, stronger, better, last longer. But in the very beginning, you don't need anything. It's all within you. And if you cultivate your relationship with God, it comes out, it flourishes. Now, let me tell you, that thing that I'm talking about is a God-given gift that he has given to all of us. We all possess it. It is all within us. Everybody has a gift. Had somebody told me what I know now, back then, I would have saved myself tons of mistakes. I just didn't know the principles. I had to learn them all. Well, one of the principles of becoming successful is your mindset. You got to get your mind right. Now, this mindset is simply a decision that you can make. I can't get it for you. I can tell you what to do, but you got to make the decision. You that's listening have to decide, you know what? I'm going to go on and get at it. I'm going to stop renting. I'm going to become a homeowner. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop living check to check. I'm going to put a budget together. I'm going to stop stepping out on my family. I'm going to go home. I'm going to get it together. I'm going to stop using. When you make these decisions, that's correcting your mindset. Now, the closer connection you have with God, the more help you get sustaining the mindset. How many times have you started to do something and you stopped? How many resolutions have you made at the new year and stopped by February? Over with by mid-January, done in March. Because if you don't have a clear connection with your Creator to help you carry out, the other force out there, that evil force, is designed to get you not to reach your goals, get you not to come to resolution with whatever the resolutions are you made, so you can consider yourself not worthy or a failure or unable to do something. But the more things you are able to accomplish, the greater your confidence grows. So we got to get your mindset together. Your mindset is a decision that you have to make. When you make the decision, you can begin the process. Your mindset is also a will of yours, a will along with the decision, a willingness to do right, a willingness to change, a willingness to be better. It's going to then cause you to have to make a decision to make a change of direction. Don't go where everybody else going. You got to go your way now. You can't follow the crowd. You got to take a less traveled path. You cannot do this without changing your direction. You can't keep hanging with the people you've been hanging with if you want to be different, because they not. Then you have to develop an obligation to yourself. You've got to say, you know what, for me and my family, or if you don't have a family, for me, I owe it to myself. I have an obligation to myself to be the best me that I can possibly be. to be the best self that I can possibly be, to be the best father, the best man, the best husband, the best wife, the best mother, the best daughter, the best son, the best student, the best employee, the best owner. You have an obligation to yourself to give yourself a shot at the best life you can. That's an obligation. You owe that to yourself. Why would you not live the best life that you possibly could? You have an obligation to yourself. Why would you cheat yourself like that? Why would you take yourself and never allow yourself to see the goodness that's already in you, to have the abundance that's been promised to you, to go and explore all the riches out there that's available to you? And but one of the worst ways that you can rob yourself of the joy of your obligation is to keep comparing yourself to somebody else. Because guess what, man? That ain't your life. You ain't Jay-Z and Beyonce. You're not Oprah and Stedman. That's not who you are. Quit looking around at everybody else. That comparison of everybody else will keep you broken. It'll keep you unhappy. You won't even be able to be grateful for what you have because you steady talking about what you don't have. That's not the way, man. You have an obligation to yourself to be the best you can be, not the best them. You're not them. Stop trying to be them. Be the best you. It's cool. You got a nice little house. That's cool. You know how many big houses is empty and filled with hate and resentment? I'd rather have a smaller house filled with joy in it than to go to a big house. Man, Prince got a line in a song that says, I realized in its best disguise, a pretty house don't make a home. Man, don't you know I know how true that is. So I'm just trying to tell you. Now, another part of the mindset is taking dead aim at your life's goals and ambitions. What are they? What are your goals and your visions? What do you see for yourself? What do you dream about? If you knew you couldn't fail at whatever it is you were attempting, what would you go attempt? See, that's what we need to be after. It's a mindset, y'all. It's a decision. It's a will. It's a change of direction. It's an obligation to yourself. It's taking dead aim at your life's visions and goals. Come on, man. You got to get your mind wrapped around this thing. You owe it to yourself to live the best life you can be. Come on, man. Talk to God. God got something for you. You just got to check in with him.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
On the best podcast ever with Raven and Miranda, you'll hear, well, the best podcast ever. Join Raven Simone and her partner Miranda Mayday as they let the wheel of words determine the topic of that week's show.
Every episode will spin a wheel of random words from things like animosity to something like zodiac, and whatever it lands on, that's what we're going to talk about for around an hour.
Think we can't do it? Well, then you've never heard us talk.
Each week, Raven and Miranda and celebrity guests like Demi Lovato, Kiki Palmer, and Meghan Trainor will spin the fateful wheel, and then the conversation will begin.
Also, we're going to have a ton of amazing guests because you don't want to just hear us two all the time, do you? Yes, you do. And somehow we're going to start with something like Spider and end with, well, when was your last nervous breakdown?
Listen to the best podcast ever with Raven and Miranda on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Top of the morning, rise and shine. Get yourself that stretch, that morning yawn, and sit on the edge of the bed. Thank the man, and then you got to get up, get out, and get something. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show, holding it down. Here's your boy, nephew Tommy, and the beautiful ladies, Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, and the baddest play cousin in the land, the one and only Kia Junior Boy Spates. I said it.
Yeah.
I said
yeah.
it. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
morning, fam. What's going on, peoples?
What's going on?
Yeah, man, it's good.
Besides the heat, child. Woo,
Oh, man.
it's good. Different
if hell is anything like this,
different heat. Get your life in order.
Change your life.
Man.
Call on
today.
Get your life in order.
Baby.
If hell is anything like this.
What? This heat on you, man.
Listen, I jumped in the truck last night and it was 91 at 7:30 at night. It was still 91 degrees here in Houston.
Yeah. It seems to be hot everywhere, though. You know, this summer. It just, to me, it seems hotter than normal.
It's some different heat out there this time around. Yeah. In our adult years, it's very different.
I ain't been to the grocery store since June. I ain't been.
For a month, 30 days.
Got delivered.
Yeah, because, dog, if I got to get out this truck, man, and walk into that grocery store and that parking ain't up front, dog, I'm sweating.
And you're exhausted. The heat drains you so much. Yeah. But it's all good, though.
Yeah. I'm about to go run in it this morning. I'm going to get out and jog in it a little bit.
Hydrate.
Yeah, please.
I started. Because
it takes like a day or two in advance to hydrate before you are out in that heat like that. Right, Tommy?
Right.
Yeah, that's what they started.
You got plenty of liquids.
Yeah, man.
So are you training for something? You trying
I think
to get
Jackie going with me. No, I'm just for life.
Training
Health.
for life.
Okay. All right. That's
Training
a good
for
thing.
life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Thought you were going to run another marathon or something.
You know what? They got one in Jamaica in December.
Oh, that
really
sounds nice.
It's going to be hot down there.
Huh? Not in December, Junior.
Why not?
You letting June and July bother you.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna let up, bro. It's gonna let up. Just relax. Y'all ain't been
For no reason, Junior.
From Junior.
Just have a hot dog.
real random.
Yeah.
I love it.
So y'all, I don't mean no harm. Y'all ain't been doing it in this heat. I'm just curious. I'm just.
No, I haven't, Tommy.
You need to know the schedule. I mean,
I'm just saying. I'm the only one doing it in this heat. Y'all ain't doing it in this.
The heat is outside, Tommy. Not in your house.
Oh, so I'm the only one be on the patio doing it? Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. You know what? Y'all better than everybody else. Okay.
We're different.
Nobody doing it on the patio.
No, not in July.
Too hot. Too hot.
No.
Too hot.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get as stupid as we can this morning, Junior. Can we do that? I mean, just as ignorant as possible.
That's on you.
Okay. All right. Don't be mad, though.
All right. Listen, coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear again from the nephew as he runs that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to start your morning off with the nephew and run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
We're running it back, Shirley. This right here, everybody has one at their job, in case you missed it yesterday. Everybody has one. Everybody has a work spouse, work wife, work husband. I have a work wife here.
And she wants a divorce. I'm speaking
filing for divorce.
Always headed to the courthouse on me. Always.
But I will take
this
spousal
right here.
support.
This right here is work husband. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Gary. Who is this? Hey, this is Tony, man. I work with your wife, Pam. Is she all right? Oh yeah, she's fine, man. I'm one of her coworkers, man. I wanted to reach out to you. I've been working with her quite some time. I'm kind of like what they call a work husband, man. You may have heard her mention me before, Tony.
Wait. Back up. Because I may be a little asleep. What? Did you say a husband?
No, nothing like that, man.
There ain't but one husband here.
Okay, no, I got that. I'm her work husband. Like it be just something playful at the job. They be saying
playful at the work. What are you talking about?
Well, just something playful. They be saying when you hang around somebody a lot, they say he's your work husband or your work wife. Something like that. But nothing heavy at all, man.
Oh, all right. What's up, man? I mean, what's up?
Well, I was calling, man, trying to ask you how long have you and Pam been married?
Wait, what's your name again?
My name is Tony.
Oh, okay. We've been married about 8 or 9 years. I mean, what's up?
How long do you if you don't mind me asking, how much longer do you see y'all being married?
I kind of do, mind you. Okay, what? Hold up. How'd you get this number again, man?
I got the number out of Pam's phone, man. I wanted to call you myself.
Whoa, back up. Out of my wife's phone?
Yeah.
Dog, I don't even answer. Hold on. Whoa. Why are you in my wife's phone, man?
No, dude. I mean, I just got it off a desk, man. I wanted to reach out to you, man, and kind of have like a private conversation with you. That's all.
For what? First of all, why are you in my wife's phone? You calling me, dude? I mean, this husband thing is really blowing me right now.
No, it's just a work husband, man. That's all it is.
What is a work husband? What are you doing with my wife?
That's just I'll bring her some coffee and donuts to the job, or get her some lunch and stuff, man. If she don't feel like going.
Wait, my wife don't even like donuts, and we got a new coffee machine just 2 weeks ago. So why are you bringing my wife food?
Hey, man, listen. Really, I just called for this here. How long do you foresee y'all being married?
To death do us part. What the do you mean? How long we gonna be married? What's your name again? Tori?
Tony, man. Tony.
Tori, I don't give a damn. You asking me these? Hold on. Let me call my wife. Hold on.
Wait. Hold on. Hello. Gary.
Pam.
Gary.
Look, Pam, you better call me within 2 minutes. Right now, it's 10:38. You better call me by 10:40 or your black be sleeping outside.
Hello.
Now, Tori.
Hello.
Yes. Are you
Why you do that? Why you call her, man? This supposed to be a conversation me and you having together.
No. You talking about you my wife's work husband. It ain't but one husband up in here. One.
I
understand. She got my last name, and she gonna keep it till death do us part. Now, I'm glad you called me on a Friday. I'm so glad, because I got all weekend to think about the whooping I'm gonna give you. Because this stop here now.
Hey, man, all I'm trying to figure out, how much longer do you think you want to be married to her?
This whooping gonna be phenomenal. You better get right with Jesus on Sunday, because I guarantee you gonna meet him Monday morning.
Hey, listen, all I'm trying to say, man,
I'm taking my wife up there early, and I want to see your black.
I'm just trying to doubt. All I'm saying is, if you didn't want to be married to her any longer, then maybe we could work something out. That's all I'm asking, man. I'm just trying to have a nice
work out, partner. All we need to work out is be there Monday, because I'm sure the hell gonna be there bright and early Monday, waiting for your work husband.
Okay, look, man, I'm not going to sit and go back. I'm not trying. Look, all I'm trying to do is have a deeper man-to-man conversation with you, man. All right?
You done called me talking about you bringing my wife donuts and coffee and all up in her phone. This ain't no decent conversation.
Hey, man, I'm her work husband, dog. Everybody, most people have a work husband or a work wife, man. That's known in the corporate world.
A work husband. You hear what I'm saying?
What?
A work husband and you. I'm going to be there Monday, 8 o'clock.
Hey, man, I'm not finna sit here and go back. Look, you know what? I'm finna just call Pam. I'll just call Pam.
She's supposed to call me back in about a minute and 15 seconds. Yeah, we're going to wait for her to call me back. Work husband, on this on a Friday.
Okay, well, it was just a question, man. I'm just trying to see if you didn't want her, maybe we could work something out.
So, if I find out if there's any truth to anything you're saying, it's going to be a lay-down night tonight.
Ain't nobody finna do nothing to my baby. I mean, ain't nobody finna do nothing to Pam.
What? Did you just call my wife your baby?
No, I'm just saying.
On Monday, Mr. Work Husband.
Hey, man, I'm not finna. I got one more thing I need to say to you, man.
No, you ain't got nothing to say to me. Monday.
No. I got something else I need to say to you. Are you listening?
You better talk to Jesus, because I'm going to be up there Monday at 8.
Okay, I got one more thing I need to say.
You ain't got nothing to say to me except Monday.
I do got one more thing to say to you.
Go ahead.
I said, is you listening?
I'm listening, Mr. Work Husband.
Well, this is what I want to tell you.
Tell me.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your brother Eric.
Eric put you up to this.
He did.
Yeah, I'm so glad this is a joke. Somebody was about to die. I'm going to still see Eric. So.
You all right, man?
Oh, man, that's a good one.
You all right?
Oh, I need a drink. Man. Yeah, man.
Hey, I got one more thing I got to ask you, man. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Man, the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Y'all crazy.
All right, nephew, thank you. Coming up next.
Come on.
It is Ask the Ready to Love Officer, the Riddalo.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Larsa Pippen is embarrassed that her boyfriend Marcus Jordan's dad, Michael Jordan, doesn't like the fact that they are dating. Plus, yeah, Michael Jordan spoke on it. We'll talk about it. Plus, the jury decides, Plus, the jury decides that the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin's handwritten 2014 will found in her couch is valid. All right. Also, Drake got caught bluffing over the curfew time at a venue in Detroit. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour. You don't want to miss it. But right now, it's time to ask the Riddle-O, the Ready to Love officer, and Junior. All right. This one's from Aaliyah in Saginaw. Aaliyah writes, I used my man's car to go to the gym. As I left the gym, a girl was leaning on his car. At the same time, my man was calling me to say he had a stalker, and she'd called to see if he was at the gym. I was confused, and the girl walked away. Was he lying? So I didn't have a run-in with the girl, or was she a stalker for real? Which one?
You're so doggone stupid.
Really?
Really? Really? You don't know who this girl is. Why is he calling while you at the gym getting in the car and the girl is leaning on the car? You don't see none of this. You don't see what's happening. But it's okay. No, that's right. She a stalker. That's what she is. I'm a cover for him. She's a stalker. Go ahead. Yeah, she's a stalker. She do this all the time. She lean on everybody's car at the gym. She's a stalker. This is what she do. She's a car leaner.
Junior.
Go ahead, Junior.
Yeah. I don't know how stupid you can be with this. You can't see this. Most time, if you had a stalker, you should be surprised when he got home. He'd be like, "What you mean somebody was leaning on the car? It was her again." No, he called and told you, "I got a stalker," and she just happened to be on the car. Wow. She just happened to be on the car today. Wow. This is amazing. If in fact, why is he still going to the same gym if he got a stalker? Oh, wow.
That make sense, Junior. Make it make sense.
One time, yeah, she a stalker. That's what she did.
All right. So now you know Aaliyah in Saginaw. Sheba in Phoenix writes, my husband is shorter than I am, and over the weekend, a waiter rudely said to him that he'd never marry a lady that's taller than him. My husband cursed him out and made a big old scene. If he's cool with my height, why does he always overreact? Tommy,
why is your husband getting into it with a waiter, and why is his height part? We're supposed to be ordering food, so why is the waiter talking about his height? But me being a person that's only 5'10", yes, these are conversations that will get your ass whooped. So yes, it does jump off when you get to talking about people's height if people can't handle it, and I'm one of the ones. So yeah, when you start talking about my height, the whole Napoleon kicks in, and I get to whooping some behind around here. So I understand your husband. Now, hopefully this ass whooping was before the food. After the food. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully so. Hopefully you ate first.
Because you're just supposed to tell us the specials.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got to my height while I'm trying to order something. How we get to that?
Really be short. Really,
she must really be tall.
They must have asked you if you wanted a kids menu or something. I don't know what it was.
And your son will be having, ma'am. All right, Junior, what you got?
What you mean what I got? What you mean? What do I have, Shirley? What you mean? What do I have? I ain't got nothing. The expert didn't spoke. What did I say?
Shut up.
That you want me to have an opinion, and the expert just already didn't told you what to do. I don't have these issues.
We do like to go to the experts on this show. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to move on. The expert has spoken. Jasha in Monroe says, my coworker hooked me up with one of his friends, and we had a wild night of drinking and having sex in the car. He told my coworker all about it, and my coworker told me that the guy doesn't want to see me again. I shared my body with the guy, and not my coworker. So why didn't he call to tell me that?
Because, baby, this happened on the first night a while and now. This is it. This is a one-night stand. You already know what this was. You should have knew that when you got in the car. This is a one-night stand. We enjoyed it. We had a wild good time. And I don't know, you thought y'all was close enough where he wasn't going to say nothing. Y'all ain't been there but 24 hours. You thought y'all was close enough. You just met this cat and y'all all in the back seat rolling. I got it. But now you think, now you want some respect. That's what you want, some respect. Oh, yeah. God, get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah,
Junior.
Yeah, because he's not gonna call you because he don't even know you. Why would I call you and tell you I want to see you? I can just stop seeing you. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Well, that's what he did, Junior.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did. Yeah. So I don't see why you surprised by this. The first night, you wild out, not even in a hotel room, in just a car. Mm-hmm. Ooh, he didn't even think you needed a room. How wild was you?
Wild, drinking and having sex in the car. Yes.
Now you want a phone call?
Oh wow! No. So you saying she played herself?
It's over. It's over, Jaysha. Yeah.
It was never going on. What you mean it's over? It never started.
Well, she thinks it was something. She wants the man to call her. Yeah. She thought it was something.
But your coworker just told you he don't want to see you again. Mm-hmm. That was the call.
Yeah.
See you in the conference room.
Yeah. You gonna be at the 9:30?
Does he have any more friends?
That's it.
Don't do that. Yeah.
No.
All right. Last one, guys. Moving on to Melinda in Paris, Texas. Melinda says, I'm almost 30 and my grandmother needed in-home care, so I came to live with her. Now that she's doing a lot better, I heard her on the phone saying she wants me out of her house. I have nowhere to go, so what am I supposed to do? Do I remind her that she begged me to live here or make plans to go?
Girl, I can't wait till she get out of here. Every time I look up, here she is again. Lord, I can't do nothing. If I can just get her ass out this house so I can do what I want to do. I can't have Herman come over here and we can't do nothing with her anyway. And it's just starting to cramp my style. No, Grandmama tired of you. It's time for you to go. Where was you living before you came to Grandmother's house? You didn't already have your own spot?
Well,
so really, you needed Grandmama just as much as she needed you. Mm-hmm. Sound like you needed a place to stay just as well. But it's time. But it's okay now. We good now. Grandmama's straight. So you're gonna have to leave. Pack your bags. Go. Well, what's next? Maybe one of the aunties might have a spot for you, but you're gonna have to find you a spot to stay.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
It's cold, Grandma.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is.
It's cold, but that's the world we live in. Thank you.
Grandma gonna need her again, though.
But I don't need her this week, though. Thank you.
But Grandma begged her to come in to move in, and now she's kicking her out.
Yeah.
That's cold.
Junior.
Well, let's just let's play devil's advocate. Let's see how that go with your grandmother. Do I remind her that she begged me to live with her? Go ahead and tell her. Go ahead and tell your grandmother this. Go ahead.
She about to go off.
Oh, Granny gonna go off. Okay, go ahead. Go in there and say, maybe you ain't have nobody get all your medication together every morning. That's what I'm doing. Getting these blood pressure pills, getting these all these medicines I'm getting together. Remember, you need somebody to help you in the bathroom? That's me, Grandmother. Try that. Try that and see how long, because she doing better now. That's what she told you. She doing a lot better now. So she's probably ready for fighting.
A lot better.
Yeah, she's a backslap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go ahead and remind her.
I wonder who was she talking to on the phone? Saying that, though. All right, guys. Thank you, Ritalo. Thank you, Junior. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Bachelor Nation, can we steal you for a second? Bachelor Happy Hour, the one and only official Bachelor Nation podcast, is back. Go behind the scenes with your hosts, Bachelor in Paradise Season 7 newlyweds Joe Amabile and Serena Pitt, for real stories about what happens in Bachelor Mansion.
Here on Bachelor Happy Hour, we'll be putting all the guys in the hot seat. We'll have exclusive interviews. We'll be the first to talk to the men who are going to bring the drama into the house and leave probably brokenhearted.
Joe and Serena chat with fellow Bachelor alumni and current cast members who reveal firsthand details about the show that you simply won't hear anywhere else. This is your home for all things Bachelor Nation.
We'll also be breaking down each episode, and we'll have some juicy insider secrets along the way.
New season, new love stories, new drama.
Pour yourself a drink because the most dramatic season has just begun.
Listen to Bachelor Happy Hour on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, everybody. We know there are a ton of podcasts out there. Well, we have one we would love for you to check out. It is called the Pen Pals Podcast with Daniel Van Kirk and Rory Scovel. We are both stand-up comedians. We're actors, we're writers, but now, most of all, we are your pen pals.
Every single episode, we get 2 letters that we read from our listeners, our new pen pals. It can be about anything going on in their life, and sometimes we're also joined by guests like Will Ferrell.
I'm going to bring you up in front of the group, and I'm going to punch you as hard as I can in the stomach.
Rose Byrne. Fern.
This is West Hollywood. We keep it clean.
Judd Apatow.
If you use like Beats by Dre, is that considered handyman work?
Conan O'Brien.
I'm just showing you that my mind is quick, if not that funny.
And Mandy Moore.
We're all crossing the line together.
Listen to the Pen Pals podcast on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sincerely, your new pen pals, Daniel Van Kirk
and Rory Scovel.
According to the Huffington Post, last week Michael Jordan was leaving a restaurant in Paris when a paparazzo asked him what he thought about his son Marcus Jordan's relationship with his ex-teammate Scottie Pippen's ex-wife Larsa Pippen. The photographer pressed Michael and asked whether he approved of their relationship, and Michael jumped in the car and said no. Well, Marcus Jordan. No. So his son Marcus believes that his dad was just joking and has no ill feelings toward their relationship. Meanwhile, Larsa Pippen said that there's nothing funny about it. Larsa went on to say that she was embarrassed by Michael's response, and I don't know. I mean, they've been doing this for a while. Larsa said, she thought she was in good with the family. She's been over there. She thought they approved. She was embarrassed.
How do Scotty feel? That's the biggest question.
Well, we know he doesn't like it.
Scotty don't like nobody over there.
Yeah. Scotty doesn't like Michael Jordan
at all.
Yes.
And that means Michael Jr. too.
We know how he feels. Yeah.
He don't like Michael. He don't like Michael Jr. He don't like the girl at all. Scotty is out.
Marcus.
Yes.
But you know what? I was also reading that Marcus said his dad texted him and was like, don't pay attention to that. It was like, you're looking at that text to his mouth. You meant it. You meant no.
I'm about to say, when the last time y'all heard Michael Jordan tell a joke?
I'm just playing.
Yeah. When Mike ever said that? Everything Mike say is serious. Yeah, he meant that.
Yeah. You're right,
he don't like nobody last name Pippen. That's all it is. Care if it's Larsa, care if it's Scotty, John Pippen, if he see him. No.
Good point.
So how long they been dating?
Oh, it's been a minute now. Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah.
So what happens if
they're a couple?
What happens if they get married? What does that look like?
Her name will be Larsa Pippen Jordan.
Jordan, yeah.
Shoot your shot.
LPJ. LPJ.
Scotty gonna jump off the bridge if this jump.
Well, they're a couple. They look good together.
Strong.
Yeah. All right, and moving on to other entertainment news, the jury has ruled that the document handwritten by Aretha Franklin that was found in her couch after her 2018 death is a valid Michigan will. And that's a victory for two of Miss Franklin's sons, whose lawyers had argued that papers dated 2014 should override a 2010 will that was discovered around the same time in a locked cabinet at Aretha's home in Detroit. Aretha did not leave behind a formal typewritten will when she died 5 years ago at age 76, but both documents with scribbles and hard to decipher passages suddenly emerged when a niece scoured the home for records. So in closing arguments, lawyers for two of Franklin's sons said there's nothing legally significant about finding the handwritten papers in a notebook in her couch. It's inconsequential. You can take your will and leave it on the kitchen counter. It's still your will. The brothers were against their other brother, Ted White II, who favored the 2010 will. So there you go.
Wow.
Sound like Ted need to go through the rest of this furniture in his house. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. You need to flip these mattresses up. You need to go through everything. You need to go through the chair in the back room. You need to go through everything. You're going to find some songs and some more wheel papers if you get in there.
That's how the niece found it in the first place. She was going through the house.
Exactly. Pull that rug up. Look up under there. Rita has stuff everywhere.
Riri.
Go through all them drawers, them dresser drawers. Riri got some stuff up underneath them drawers. Keep looking. You're going to find something. If nothing else, you're going to find some hit songs. That may not be. I'm telling you.
Right. Unreleased. Yeah. Unreleased hit songs. Man, But it's so crazy that this will have these family members just fighting like this, over a legend like this, having a business out here like this. This is
Your whole family be fighting every weekend.
You know
What are
how
you
black
talking
people
about?
do when people die?
New Junior, you know
Yes,
this.
this ain't nothing new. Famous or not, you know how we do when people die. Black people, we act
Junior,
crazy.
you tell us about your family fighting every weekend. What is you talking about?
But ain't no wheels involved.
But wait, wait.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Ain't no wheels.
Hang on in there, Junior. It's coming.
What else a wheel, there's a way.
Yes, indeed. But
And finally, what were you going to say?
I'm saying it's a lot to fight over with Aretha, though.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
songs, royalties,
publishing,
the estate. It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yep. All right. Finally, in entertainment news, speaking of the city of Detroit, remember when we told you about, I think that was yesterday or day before, told you about Drake making claims that he had to dip into his own pockets and pay like $230,000 over because he went over curfew. Remember that story?
Right. Yes.
Well, it was at the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, and Drake told the crowd it was $10,000 a minute to stay in the building. He was going to finish the song anyway. Well, Drake, according to the Detroit Free Press newspaper, there actually is no curfew at the Little Caesars Arena. So Drake was just
You ain't got the lie, Craig.
He lied.
hyping up the crowd for nothing. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm in concert though. I'll go ahead and hype him up.
Yeah.
Make him want you, Drake.
All these light-skinned lies.
Champagne Poppy.
We love you. Still love you though, Drake. We don't care. Still love you.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny though. $10,000 a minute, and he went over 23 minutes, remember? So that's how it got up to 230.
And he told the crowd that too, right? When you were at that yesterday.
He did,
He said all that. So
I'm over
was he
curfew,
bluffing?
but we gonna finish this song.
$10,000 a minute. I had to pay some money back, Lord.
All right, coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, we'll talk about the summer movie box office forecast right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Tom Cruise, we're talking about the box office right now, the big movies that are coming out and all that. And you know Tom Cruise has a big movie coming out. He gets a jump on the box office competition. Mission Impossible, cannot wait to see it. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Yes.
Say what you want about Tom Cruise, but he puts out some good movies.
I love me some Tom Cruise.
I do too.
Tom is a beast. And Tom does most of his stunts himself.
Yes, he does.
You know?
Yeah, yes, he does. Yes, he does. Well, anyway, his movie arrived in theaters yesterday. Some Hollywood insiders believe Mission Impossible will make more than $100 million, no doubt. Earlier this summer, other big movies premiered like The Little Mermaid and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Universe. So get ready because more movies are dropping this summer like Barbie, all right, starring Margot Robbie and Issa Rae. Also, Disney's Haunted Mansion. Have you guys been seeing the trailers for that one? That looks good. Yeah. Rosario Dawson is in that. Rosario Dawson.
Say it 4 times.
Rosario Dawson is in that. And Lakeith Stanfield. I love Lakeith Stanfield.
He can act.
Yes, such a great actor. I love him. And Tiffany Haddish is back, okay? So that's for Disney. Yeah. Yeah, so Tommy, here's a question for you. You're an actor. So why did you want to become an actor in the first place? All right, and tell us some of your favorite movies. We know some of them, but tell us some of your favorite. It started
with my mother taking me to the movie theater at the age of 7 or 8 to see Buck and the Preacher. Sidney Poitier, Harry Belafonte. From that point on, when we walked in that movie theater, I said, I want to be on now. I want to do that right
I want to be on the big screen, huh?
Right there. And what's my daughter's name? Sydney.
I'm sure your
there you go.
I'm sure your mom had different reasons for going to see Sidney Poitier and Harry Belafonte.
Probably so. So. Something I didn't know about it back then.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
In drama, doing plays, scholarship to Texas A&M, doing theater. It just kept going.
Wow.
Yeah. So some of your favorite movies?
So you gotta say Color Purple. Everybody on here better say Color Purple. Okay. Color Purple.
A new one's coming out.
That's one of my favorites.
This year.
Braveheart. Something about a man fighting in a skirt and just kicking butt. I don't know what that did to me, but yeah. Mel Gibson off the chain.
William Wallace.
Yes. William Wallace. What else?
You have a lot of them. Rocky.
I got a
Talk
bunch
about
of
Rocky. Yeah.
I got Rocky. I got a bunch of them.
Yeah, because it's interesting to hear your favorite movies because you're an actor. You know, from us, we're just moviegoers.
Right. Yeah. Or who my favorite actors are. Like Donald Sutherland. I think he off the chain.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I love Donald Sutherland.
All right. Okay. Maybe we'll revisit this, Tommy. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we'll check Steve's voicemail, 877-29-STEVE, 877-29-STEVE. We'll check it right after this.
And don't forget the Mac. You know the rules, pretty Tony.
That's one of my faves.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Tommy, you want to check your uncle's voicemail, see what's happening?
Yes.
877-29-STEVE. Yeah, let's check it.
We checking all. I've been in his house since he's been gone. We doing all that. So we might as well check his voicemail.
All right, you ready? Let's go. One of our biggest fans left a message.
Hey, good morning, Steve Harvey and crew. I just want to say I'm just one of your biggest fans, and I love listening to you guys in the morning. I love your uplifting speeches, and the Strawberry Letter is phenomenal. It's crazy, and I love it. Everything about the show is awesome. But, Steve, you just have to do one thing for me, and that is give Nephew Tommy his prank praise. That man deserves prank praise. Every day, Nephew Tommy, you got the prank praise from me. Thank you. I love you guys. Have a good day.
Prank praise.
Prank praise.
Do it Kirk Franklin style. Come on.
All right.
For those of you that think that pranking has gone too far.
Thank you. This one's from Jarvis from Tampa. He has a relationship question.
Hey, Steve, how you doing? This is Jarvis from Tampa. Just wanted to say thank you so much for all the clarity you give us every single day and the inspiration. Also, I got a question to ask. If you go to the club with your wife and she all of a sudden decides that after the club she's going to go back to her girlfriend's house to smoke a hookah, is that something that a wife is supposed to do, Uncle Steve? I'm just curious. Maybe, you can answer, maybe you got a different point of view on it. But my point of view is no, you should be going home with your husband at 3-something in the morning. Thank you, Uncle Steve.
Come on, ready to love.
Yeah.
You want to answer this?
Yeah, your uncle. Go ahead.
Did you let your wife leave you and go smoke this hookah at 3 a.m? Surely you said, look, baby, it's just a little too late for all this. But let's be real, though. Do you think that's where your wife went, though? I'm sorry.
Okay, ready
I'm
to
sorry.
love? Okay,
I'm sorry.
with the knowledge.
I'm sorry, but at 3 a.m, I'm sorry, hookah lounge is closed. You think you really think the girlfriends is still up smoking hookah on the patio somewhere? You still think that's what's happening?
After party, maybe. Maybe.
Okay.
That was a bold move.
Or did we say that's where we going and we went somewhere else?
That part.
I'm just saying. And what time do you come in after you leave to go somewhere at 3 a.m? Hello.
Are you not tired at 3 a.m?
Sun rising at this
Yes. Don't you have to go to work? What is happening?
It's on another level.
Yeah.
I never wanted a hookah that bad. I mean, won't you buy your wife a hookah and put it at the house and let's see if she still wants some hookah?
Okay. Junior, I see you rubbing your chin. Sounds like newlywed.
Tommy, absolutely right. I ain't never heard nobody say they want to go smoke it. My wife better not think about going to get another drink at 3. Forget a hookah. Yeah, she got to come home. Because you got 3 o'clock in the morning. If the club closed, we all going home. You don't just get in another car. I'm going to smoke a hookah. I'll see you in the morning, baby. What? See who in the morning? Don't go be locked in the morning. Don't go be locked. Oh.
Got a key.
Deadbolt.
You know how black people got a deadbolt. Deadbolt. Just because you got a key don't mean nothing.
Come on now.
All right. Last one. This one's from Karen out of St. Louis. Let's hear it.
Hey, Uncle Steve, this is Karen from St. Louis. You would be so proud of your nephew. He did the doggone thing tonight in St. Louis. Nephew Tommy, we love you. You was great. The whole complete show was awesome. God bless you and many blessings to you and your family.
Hey.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. St. Louis. I told y'all I was straight stupid in St. Louis. Didn't I tell y'all that?
You told us that.
Didn't I tell y'all I was straight stupid? Didn't I tell y'all stupid only come around once every 5-6 years? Didn't I tell you? All right. So when you hear stupid coming, don't run from it. Run to it. That's the nephew.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
I'm like, hey, let's comment.
Karen confirmed it.
A Karen confirmed it.
It was a black Karen.
That's a black Karen. We good.
I didn't know they had
All right,
black
coming
Karens.
up.
They got black Karens.
Black Karens. You didn't know that?
She in St. Louis.
All right, coming up, nephew Tommy's prank phone call for the day right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is, he doesn't wear anything under his clothes.
Nut?
Wait till you hear
Nut?
this. Wait till you hear this.
That's gotta itch. That's got to itch.
Wait till you hear this. We'll get into it in just a few, not just itch. But right now, it's time for the nephew's prank phone call for today. What you got for us, Neff?
BPE TMC. Y'all want to give it a shot? BPE TMC. Give it a shot.
Baby,
put tires,
everything in my car.
BPE TMC.
What is it? What?
Black people eat. Black people eat too much chicken.
Oh, you so
Black
ignorant.
people eat too much chicken. BPE TMC. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello? Hello, I'm trying to reach Jason, please.
This is Jason.
Hi, Jason. My name is Remy. I'm calling with BPE TMC. How's your day going?
I'm doing fine, but what's a BT, whatever that is?
BPE TMC, it's an organization. We've been around for the last 5 years, and we're trying to help different things in the black community. And I wanted to reach out and give you a call and see if you would be on board or help signing a petition that we're going to have going around with BPE TMC, if you don't mind.
Okay, what is it about?
Well, BPE TMC, Jason, is black people eat too much chicken. And what we're trying to do is cut back the shortage of chicken.
Black people eat too much chicken? What the hell is this?
My name is Remy, sir.
Okay, what you mean by black people eat too much chicken?
What it is, we've done a test study, and we realized, sir, that black people are the ones that are eating too much chicken. And what we want to do is try to cut back, because right now there's a shortage.
To the Chinese and ask them, they eat all kinds of chicken. Chicken food young, all this here. Chicken, the white people eat chicken alligator. All this here. Chicken stir fried rice with chicken and all this thing. You want to come to me talking about a black person eat too much damn chicken? Did you ask the white people? I bet you didn't know with no white folks. I bet you don't go to them. Y'all scared of them.
Well, sir, we're going to get to that. We're starting in the black community. Black people are the ones that seem to buy the most chicken.
Man, no chicken. Guess what? I don't eat chicken. And if I did eat some chicken, I'd be cursing. Man, what the are you big or something? You. Hey, how in the y'all got my number in it? Where you get it from?
Actually, we're getting numbers from the supermarket, and we're getting a listing of people who buy the most.
Supermarket? You get my number in no supermarket?
Sir, the main thing we're trying to get you to do is cut back on eating chicken. Now, what we want you to do...
I don't eat no chicken. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and eat some chicken. And don't call me with no about eating too much chicken. Don't even call my phone. Do you got that?
Hello? Hello, I'm trying to reach Callaway. Is this Callaway?
Yeah, it's Callaway. Who's this?
How you doing? My name is Remy. I'm with BPE TMC. And
Who?
My name is Remy, sir. I'm with BPE TMC. What we're doing is we have a petition we're trying to get signed throughout the black community of some things that we're trying to actually help out in the black community.
Uh-huh.
So BPE TMC is actually an organization, and we're trying to actually save some things in the black community.
Oh, what is that? What's that stand for? What the hell is that? BT, what is that for?
BPE TMC is black people eat too much chicken. And what we're trying to do is get...
Man, you gotta be kidding me, man. Who is this, man?
This is Remy, sir. We're trying to get you all to actually sign a petition. What's going on is black people are buying too much chicken.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me with this, man. Is this a white man? Who is this, man?
I am Caucasian, sir, yes.
Man, why are you calling me with this?
Well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get.
How did you get my number? First of all,
actually, we're getting numbers from supermarkets that are letting us know.
Man, you gotta do
the people that.
Man, you get the off my phone with this. Man, talk about some eating chicken. Man, you gonna make me get out and smack one of y'all. What's wrong with you?
Okay, sir. What we're trying to do is get you guys to cut back on buying chicken.
Who's you guys? What you talking about? You guys?
Well, the black community is the black community.
Hey, man, you better go on with that. We ain't got time for that, man. Don't be calling my phone with that, man.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Valerie, Val.
This is she. How can I help you?
Hi, my name is Remy. I'm with BPE TMC. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. And you?
I'm very well, ma'am. Listen, what we're trying to do is, if I take a little bit of your time, we're trying to actually get a survey signed by people in the black community. We're actually trying to help out in the black community. The organization is BPE TMC, and what this is black people eat.
What is that?
That's black people eat too much chicken. So what we're doing is we're trying to get
black people do what? Say that one more time for me.
Black people eat too much chicken. You see, there's been a shortage in chicken. So what we're trying to do is get black people to cut back.
There's been a shortage in chicken, and you want to do a survey?
Well, what we want you guys to do is sign a petition that you're not going to eat any more chicken this year.
That doesn't even make sense. We just don't eat chicken. You know, we eat beef, we eat steak, we eat fish. I don't see you trying to pull that off the market. Now, why would you want to tell us not to eat chicken and we eat other stuff too? Where are you getting your deep findings from? Because this doesn't make any sense.
The test study, man, was over chicken, and it just seems like that.
No, who did the test study? Who did this test study?
Well, we did, man. We're BPE TMC, and after doing the test study, we did realize that the black people are the ones that are eating.
Was the test only just directed to black people? I mean, did you use white people? Because white people eat chicken too. But you guys always on diets and stuff.
Okay, ma'am. Well,
did you use Asians? What about the Hispanics? Did you use them?
Okay, ma'am, listen, what the bottom line is our first study is black people, and what we're trying to do is get you guys to cut back on eating chicken.
Your study should be everybody. This is some where'd you get my number from?
Man, we got numbers from the supermarkets, people that buy
You didn't get my number from no supermarket because I didn't give my number to no supermarket. This just don't make any damn sense. You calling me, interrupting me about some like this. This is
bottom line, ma'am, you're not cooking.
You don't tell me, telling me what the hell I can't eat. You don't lost your mind. You got nice and twisted, sir. Yes, you do. Nice twisted. Calling somebody, telling them that black people eat too much chicken. You and your partition.
Would you like to hear what the survey is actually saying?
No, I don't want to hear what the survey is actually saying, because what you're saying is about a whole bunch of.
But the survey is saying that this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Valerie, this is Nephew Tommy, baby, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Oh, my God. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
You know, Tommy, I love me some chicken.
Chicken, anybody? Anybody? Anybody?
I actually want some right now.
Yes, and waffles.
I'm not mad at that. Ooh, chicken and waffles. Sounds good, Shirley.
Get ready. Dothan, Alabama. The Nephew's coming to town this Saturday. Don't miss it. Tickets are on sale right now. That's Nephew Tommy. That's J.J. Williamson. That's Jamin J. Lamont and T.P. Hearns in the building. OMG. It's a reunion for some legendary comics. So come on out. The Nephew will be straight stupid. I promise you that. Laying in the cup, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. My brothers at the Conclave, and it's going down July 22nd. That's going to be Saturday night, so you don't want to miss it. This is going to be the family outing, Kappa Alpha Psi family outing on the Riverwalk, hosted by yours truly and the beautiful, Deanne King, hosting along with me, one of Tampa's favorites. So you do not want to miss it. Tickets are on sale right now. Redondo Beach. That's Los Angeles. Redondo Beach, California on the 23rd, Sunday night. That Nephew coming to town. Nephew Tommy and friends. OMG. Been a minute. Last time I was there, I had people inside my head. Remember that? A whole bunch of people in my head. This time, oh my God, come see what the fuss is all about. This is after everything that took place last year, this year. You don't want to miss it. I got a story to tell and a whole lot of jokes to deliver. from things that have taken place in my life. So y'all
right,
in for a
nephew.
treat. Okay.
Thank you. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. The subject is he doesn't wear anything under his clothes. We'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
On the best podcast ever with Raven and Miranda, you'll hear, well, the best podcast ever. Join Raven Simone and her partner Miranda Mayday as they let the wheel of words determine the topic of that week's show.
Every episode will spin a wheel of random words from things like animosity to something like zodiac, and whatever it lands on, that's what we're going to talk about for around an hour.
Think we can't do it? Well, then you've never heard us talk.
Each week, Raven and Miranda and celebrity guests like Demi Lovato, Kiki Palmer, and Meghan Trainor will spin the fateful wheel, and then the conversation will begin.
Also, we're going to have a ton of amazing guests because you don't want to just hear us two all the time, do you? Yes, you do. And somehow we're going to start with something like Spider and end with, well, when was your last nervous breakdown?
Listen to the best podcast ever with Raven and Miranda on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, everybody. We know there are a ton of podcasts out there. Well, we have one we would love for you to check out. It is called the Pen Pals Podcast with Daniel Van Kirk and Rory Scovel. We are both stand-up comedians. We're actors, we're writers, but now, most of all, we are your pen pals.
Every single episode, we get 2 letters that we read from our listeners, our new pen pals. It can be about anything going on in their life, and sometimes we're also joined by guests like Will Ferrell.
I'm going to bring you up in front of the group, and I'm going to punch you as hard as I can in the stomach.
Rose Byrne.
This is West Hollywood. We keep it clean.
Judd Apatow.
If you use like Beats by Dre, is that considered handyman work?
Conan O'Brien.
I'm just showing you that my mind is quick, if not that funny.
And Mandy Moore.
We're all crossing the line together.
Listen to the Pen Pals Podcast on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network, on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sincerely, your new pen pals, Daniel Van Kirk
and Rory Scovel.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
You never know. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Subject, he doesn't wear anything under his clothes. Dear Steve and Shirley, my boyfriend and I have been together for 3 months, and he lives about an hour from where I live. It's not a long distance relationship. We just live in a really big city. If we hang out on his side of town, I stay at my sister's house because I'm not ready to stay overnight at his house, and here's why, ... When I visit him, there's a certain smell in his place. I could not tell exactly what it was, but it's like an old house smell or dirty clothes smell. He had the same smell whenever I saw him, so I got him some cologne. He loves it and wears it all the time now. We have only been intimate once, but it was at my house, and I made him take a shower before we did anything. I could still smell him, though. Yesterday, he called and asked if he could wash a load of clothes because his washing machine was acting up. I told him it was fine. He came over, and before he put his load of dark clothes in the washer, he took off all the clothes he wore to my house and put them in the washing machine. He didn't have on drawers, a t-shirt, socks, or anything under his clothes. I asked him where his undergarments were, and he said he didn't wear any of that. He put on a pair of basketball shorts that he had on Saturday when I saw him. His washer is broken, so I know they were not clean. It was a total shocker, but it explains his stench. He's recycling dirty clothes and not using underwear as a buffer to his clothes. I told him he has nasty habits, and he got upset and left. I haven't heard from him, so I put his wet clothes in a Kroger bag and sanitized my washing machine. Should I be nice and let him pick up his clothes, or should I be nice and open-minded and try to work through this? Work through what?
Work through what?
Work through what? He's nasty and stinky. We're not working through anything. That's not what you want. no one wants a partner who isn't clean, and you were right there. You were really right. His habits are nasty. He's a grown man. He should really, really know better than this. Although I hope you didn't crush him too badly when you told him. Personal hygiene is a deal breaker. It's anywhere. A deal breaker anywhere you go. It's across the board. You can't go down to your job stinking. You can't go to church funky, to the doctor. Nowhere with other people. Nowhere. He probably can no longer smell the funk. I think that's the issue with him. He can't smell it because he's always like this and he's become immune to it. So it doesn't even bother him. He may not even believe you, but it is all over him, his house, and everywhere he goes. That's why he can't smell it, because it's everywhere. He not only got mad when you told him about himself, I'm sure he was embarrassed too. So I don't think you have to worry about seeing him anymore. He did you a favor and he moved on, okay, with his stinky, smelly self. Tommy?
What in the funk is going on?
Scared me.
What in the funk is going on? First and foremost, you need a new washing machine. What in the funk is going on? Now, the question is about his things, him coming to get his things, right? Mm-hmm, okay. Mm-hmm. I don't even know why we trying to decide if we want to make this work or not. I think what we need to be, what we need to do is let him come get his things. But when he come get his things, we need to be DJing the whole time when he walk in. DJ. You understand that? We DJing, Shirley. So we're going to start off as soon as he walk in. We're going to start off like this right here.
Hit it.
Keep it funky for him. You got to keep it funky for him. You understand? With a funky cold Medina. You got to keep it funky for him as soon as he walk in. All right? Keep it funky for him. Now listen, when he get in the house, when he pass through, all I want you to do is mix it, and come back and hit him with this right here.
Hey!
Huh? What? Yo, put that uptown funk on it.
Ooh, you got it funky up in here, Tommy.
Keep it funky for him the whole time.
I love it, Tommy.
Now you just gave him his bag of funky clothes. Right? He headed to the door. He about to leave, but right before he leave, slide this on him. You got to hit him with this one right here. What?
Keep it funky, baby. Keep it funky.
Keep it funky. If he keeping it funky, you keep it funky.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the door wide open, he walking out. He about to leave. So Carly, you gotta hit him with this right here.
When the funk hits the fan,
come on up, Steve.
People want to jam. Come on with me.
It's a hot time.
Get with me.
What?
When the funk hit the fan, all the people want to jam. Well, all right. Come on, say it.
Make
that
it
right
funky.
there.
Get on the floor.
Yeah.
And put on your charm.
Funky.
So hot, we'll set the fire along.
Thank you.
That's fire,
So, baby,
right
all
there,
I want you to do is have his stuff waiting on him and just DJ that funk all the way until he comes, until he leaves. Fumigate your house, throw your washing machine out there on the corner, let the garbage man pick it up, and we'll get you a new one later.
My face. Yeah.
Get that funk up out your house.
Out your face and everywhere. All right. All right. Thank you, nephew. Coming up, we'll have part 2 of the response to the strawberry letter at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's subject: he doesn't wear any underwear. He doesn't wear anything under his clothes. Whew.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we go. We're going to recap today's strawberry letter. This is a funky one right here. He doesn't wear anything under his clothes is the subject. A woman wrote in, her boyfriend and she have been together for 3 months. He lives about an hour from where she lives. She doesn't really go over his house. She doesn't like the way his house smells. he smells. She brought him some cologne. Then one day his washing machine broke. He wanted to come over to her house, put his clothes in her washing machine to wash them. She noticed that he didn't wear any underwear. And she said that's a buffer. You know, underwear is a buffer between your naked body and your clothes. So that's the buffer she thought that would keep the funk out of his clothes. She's trying to figure out, why are his clothes so funky? Why is his house so funky? Why is he so funky? Well, she thinks she figured it out because he doesn't wear any underwear or anything, and he doesn't recycle. He's just recycling dirty clothes, wearing dirty clothes. And so she told him about himself. She said he has nasty habits. He didn't like it. He left.
Look at Junior. Look at Junior's face.
I know. This is nasty, right? So she wants to know, should she be nice, let him pick up his clothes, or should she be nice and open-minded and try to work through this? All right? Tommy and I both said no. Junior, you say...
What say you?
I've heard funky so many times. I think I smell it. See me tell you something. You know, you don't really want to believe that somebody's funky. Mm-hmm. So you try to put it off on somebody else when you walk in the house. Cause you know, you walk to that house and you frown up, you say, you know, you got some spoiled chicken in the refrigerator, something in here don't smell right. You know, like it's something in here. Milk gone bad. Something in this house. But it's really, what is that? You had that, but then you discover the wash machine ain't working and you done nailed it. Now you asking, should we work through this? Let me just go ahead. This is not a child. See, This is a grown person. See, you work through 5 and under when it comes to funk. 5 and under is the limit. There's an age limit to this funk. At 5 and under. Now, when you get to 6, you're going to school with other people, so you really should have this hygiene thing down. People that have washing machines, we not working through. If you got a washing machine, we not working through this with you. Okay, now let me tell you something. Let's say the washing machine ain't working. Let's say it's broke. Let's get out of it. But there's this magical place. I'm telling you, I've been there. There's a magical place.
What is Disneyland?
No. It's not Disneyland, but it is a magical place. It's so crazy. It's called a washing fold. I have dropped some clothes off to some people. Then they say, when you come back, we'll be having them ready for you. And when you get them, they fold it and they clean.
What?
Yes. You don't have to put stuff back on from Saturday. You got to wear no basketball shorts. You take them to this. It's wonderful what they do. I'm talking about within sometimes same day. If you get them in there before 9, you can get them back by 5.
That is magical, Junior.
That is crazy. Yes. I wonder why he's never thought of this.
I don't know.
And you've been with him for 90 days and you allowed him to sleep with you, and the funk was there too. It's on him. Because he has clothes that are called mildewed.
Yeah. He can't.
This is a problem. No, you don't work through this. No. Because how you keep your house is how you keep your life.
Yeah. That's right.
So right now, we find out now you keeping everything funky. Oh, no. No.
And guess what, Junior? Guess what, Junior? Why you think his washing machine broke?
The level of funk?
Because it can't handle all that funk. It can't.
I was going to say not because he was using it.
It's just too much. The washing machine just said, I'm out. It's just too much.
But he can't smell himself. That's the crazy part. He's
you know how funky that is?
To it. Yeah. What? How funky?
I'm just saying, do you know how funky that is when you can't smell it yourself?
Yeah, you've grown immune to it. You've grown accustomed to it.
But what I don't understand is a lady that makes him take a shower. He still smells bad, and you still did it with him. You still did it?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be glad he's gone. Yeah. She should be glad. Yeah.
But the funk ain't. It's still there.
She got to get rid of those funky clothes.
Right.
But she gave him some cologne. You know how it is when you put cologne on top of funk.
On funk?
Whoa!
Ooh, yeah. That's a lot. There's a lot going on.
That's a whole lot of aromas.
It's a chemical reaction that's happening. It's a whole chemical reaction that happened. You put some Gucci guilty on funk, and it's not guilty no more. No.
Guilty.
This is not us. This is not it. No. And that's a whole problem because that's his hygiene.
That is
his
what it is.
Thing.
Yes.
every day. You just funky every day. You don't take no days off, or my birthday. Let me at least try to smell up. I'm gonna try to smell a little better for my birthday. You ain't even trying to do that.
But he can't smell it. It's in his house. It's in his carpet. It's everything. Everywhere he goes, he can't smell it anymore. That's
you know
the
what
crazy
it is?
part. What?
It's a low down and funky deal. That's all it is. Man. It's a low down and funky deal.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. You can download it right now. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, Junior is here with Sports Talk. We'll get into that right after this. Right, Junior?
We want
too funky for you. It's too funky for you.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Junior is here with Sports Talk. Junior, what you got?
Yeah, sure. I had a question. We were talking about actors earlier, some of Tommy's favorite actors. You know what, Tommy, man? I listened to this thing the other morning, man. They were talking about some of the best athletes that were turned actors. Who would you say they did in the movies they was in? Who would you say
Jim Brown, man. Jim Brown. Jim Brown was cold.
Jim Brown was one of the actors.
Jim Brown was good. Hell, The Rock.
The Rock, he did play in Miami. Yeah, The Rock is one.
He did that. The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock did that.
And it's still doing it.
And it's still doing it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, say like Shaquille O'Neal in Blue Chips. Remember Shaquille O'Neal in Blue Chips?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man. It was just like, there's a lot of athletes that turn actors. Like everybody said, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in Airplane.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, that's different.
That wasn't really one of his best performances.
No,
but he was in there though.
Ray Allen with
Ray Allen did good.
Yeah.
Ray Allen did good with Denzel. Yeah. What was the name? What was that? He Got Game.
He got game.
Yeah, he got game.
Yeah.
What about Michael Jordan and LeBron?
Yeah.
Oh, they did good with the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Space Jam.
Yeah.
LeBron did do that.
Ooh, I know Pippen was mad he wasn't in that. God,
the hate, the level of it.
He was mad he wasn't in that one. Oh man, he'll give him his own movie too. I can't tell you another, man. Kyrie Irving didn't do bad in Uncle Drew, man.
Oh, he did good. Yeah.
No, Uncle Drew was good, man.
Kyrie did good.
Yeah.
Kyrie did good. Somebody else I'm trying to remember, though.
Burt Reynolds in The Longest Yard. He was a running back for Florida State.
Okay.
But we only knew him as an actor.
Oh, we knew him. Smokey and the Bandit.
Which was a great movie.
He was an athlete.
Deliverance.
But I will tell you this. I don't know how you're going to take it. OJ had quite a few movies. I'm just trying to tell you, OJ.
Okay. You were not on the list.
The Naked Gun series. The Naked Gun.
Naked Gun.
Yeah.
Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Terry Crews, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Fox.
Terry doing good.
Rick Fox.
Pretty Ricky is what they call him.
Yeah, Pretty Ricky, what they call him. Rick Fox. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's just a bunch of athletes that just turned into movies, man. When you think about it, like,
you got quite a few.
Yeah, man, they turned acting into a career. I mean, I don't know if he would even play ball, but LL Cool J, would he count?
He will knock your ass.
He counts. Yes, Junior, he counts.
He counts.
Thank you.
Okay.
Coming up at the top of the hour, social media advice. A woman wants it. She says her boyfriend doesn't always pay attention to her. We'll find out what that's all about and talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Bachelor Nation, can we steal you for a second? Bachelor Happy Hour, the one and only official Bachelor Nation podcast, is back. Go behind the scenes with your hosts, Bachelor in Paradise Season 7 newlyweds Joe Amabile and Serena Pitt, for real stories about what happens in Bachelor Mansion.
Here on Bachelor Happy Hour, we'll be putting all the guys in the hot seat. We'll have exclusive interviews. We'll be the first to talk to the men who are going to bring the drama into the house and leave probably brokenhearted.
Joe and Serena chat with fellow Bachelor alumni and current cast members who reveal firsthand details about the show that you simply won't hear anywhere else. This is your home for all things Bachelor Nation.
We'll also be breaking down each episode, and we'll have some juicy insider secrets along the way.
New season, new love stories, new drama.
Pour yourself a drink because the most dramatic season has just begun.
Listen to Bachelor Happy Hour on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
On the best podcast ever with Raven and Miranda, you'll hear, well, the best podcast ever. Join Raven Simone and her partner Miranda Mayday as they let the wheel of words determine the topic of that week's show.
Every episode will spin a wheel of random words from things like animosity to something like zodiac, and whatever it lands on, that's what we're going to talk about for around an hour.
Think we can't do it? Well, then you've never heard us talk.
Each week, Raven and Miranda and celebrity guests like Demi Lovato, Keke Palmer, and Meghan Trainor will spin the fateful wheel, and then the conversation will begin.
Also, we're going to have a ton of amazing guests because you don't want to just hear us two all the time, do you? Yes, you do. And somehow we're going to start with something like Spider and end with, well, when was your last nervous breakdown?
Listen to the best podcast ever with Raven and Miranda on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, this is from Erica off Facebook. Erica writes, my boyfriend and I have been together for over 6 months and I love him. But when I talk to him sometimes, he zones out and doesn't listen to what I have to say. It's annoying AF, but I put up with it because he's a good guy and I know he loves me. We've been talking more about being together forever, but I don't know if I can be with him if he doesn't always pay attention to me. Is this just something that all guys do, or should I be concerned about his lack of attention?
I tell this to people that are on my show all the time. Mm-hmm. There's a difference between...
Ready to love.
Yeah, ready to love. Mm-hmm. There's a difference between hearing and listening. And a lot of people, a lot of men will hear you, but they're not listening to you. And vice versa. There's some women that do that as well. But if your relationship is just beginning and he's already zoning you out, this is an issue. Because most men, when especially at the beginning of a relationship, we're so into you and so into you and so into you. We're hearing every single thing you're saying. If we are already 3 to 6 months in and he already zoning you out and ain't heard nothing you said, you got a problem. That's a problem. Y'all need to have a serious conversation. You need to let him know, hey, you're not listening to me. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to talk to you.
Mm-hmm. Did you just give a sensible answer?
I did. I turned it. Well, you know what? Y'all won't let me be Thomas Miles for 4 seconds. I'm sorry. For 4 seconds.
No, it was brilliant, Tommy. That was a great answer, man.
Oh,
That's absolutely true.
Okay.
Tom, right. I'm telling you, that
made
just
stunned,
sense.
Junior. You're just
stunned. Because I understood him for real.
Now you want me to be Tommy?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Let's hear that answer. Let's hear it.
Don't nobody give a damn about what you talking about. Don't nobody care. I could care less. Leave that man alone. He watching the game. What do you want? What is it?
You don't want nothing.
Okay. And if you're talking about doing it, then that's a different thing. What?
Yeah.
And don't men listen to fix it? They want to hear the problem, and then they want to fix whatever it is. Yeah. So they want you to hurry up.
We don't want you to keep talking about it.
Yeah, they want you to hurry up and finish.
And
we're looking for the solution.
Yeah,
exactly. I think another thing with men, they want the highlights. They get to the point. They don't want the long story.
They don't want the movie.
Yeah, we don't need time checks and all that.
So you remember Keisha that used to go to the church with us? That used to be, hey, what? What is
Get
the
to the
issue?
point. Yes.
What did she do?
Yeah.
What did Keisha do?
So we can fix it and move on.
The first time you met Keisha, we was all going out to eat. We went to Luby's, and then Keisha was with us. She was dating Darnell. Do you remember that? And then, hey, what is it about Keisha?
That's the real answer. You answered it as Tommy, but that is the real answer.
It's like my wife sometimes. She has some problems on her job or whatever. When she come home, I don't want to hear and make me feel like I work with you. That's what I don't want to feel like.
Like what,
see,
Junior?
that's not fair,
Like
Junior,
what?
because she wants you. She's coming home from work. She's venting. Listen to her.
Yeah,
that.
but that's what we trying to do. We trying to fix it.
But I
doesn't need you to fix
like what? I need an example, Junior. Like what?
Okay. she don't want one of her coworkers to go to another unit. And she asked me, what you think I should say and what should I do? I don't know the guy. I don't know nobody up there, but I feel like I work up there because you keep coming in with the same names every single day. That's why I say, when I say, if I got to keep hearing Michelle, Tiffany, Marcus, Daryl, Dr. Benson, everybody, I feel like I work up there.
These are your coworkers?
Yeah. Every day. Same name. I work here now.
But you do. I mean, you are very patient. You're sweet. We love you. So you listen and you try.
Listen.
What do you do? What do you can't show that you feel this way.
I'll be saying,
that you tired of hearing this?
Yeah, but I'll be saying stuff like, what you think you ought to do? What you feel like you need to do. I'm going to support you either way.
And that's all they want is somebody to talk it through with.
We need a sounding board. Yes, exactly.
I'm going to support you either way.
Fixer.
No, I'm going to support you either way.
Yeah.
But they late on their check, though. I know that. They late on the check.
Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we go. Celebrity divorce news. A Santa Barbara County judge ordered that Kevin Costner pay about $130,000 per month in child support payments. Now, this is half of what his estranged wife, Christine, she wanted way more. She wanted more. She wanted like $250 a month, okay? So he only has to pay her about $130. He also has to pay 50% of the children's expenses like health care, like school tuition, etc. Christine, his wife, filed for divorce back in May, citing irreconcilable differences. Costner's legal team sought to enforce the terms of the couple's prenuptial agreement and pay an amount not to exceed about $52,000 per month, let's say. We'll round it up. This divorce has been contentious. We know that. It is played out publicly as his wife, who is a former model, okay, so, refused to leave his house, despite a clause in their prenup that stated that she would be required to leave within 30 days of filing. And they've been married 18 years.
And you said there was another, that he had to pay for some
50% of their expenses, like healthcare and tuition.
School tuition.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
Because we giving that in the damn child support when you're giving the...
Get the paying, Yellowstone. Get the paying, Yellowstone.
Yes. Yeah. You got it, Mr. Yellowstone, man. John Dutton.
I can't stand y'all, man.
Coming up in 33 minutes after the hour, we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
I hate the judicial system.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather do cardio or would you rather do heavy lifting at the gym?
I'm older. Cardio. I ain't got to pick up all them damn weights, man. Cardio.
Mm-hmm. But that's strengthening, though. You want to get your muscles.
It's strength. I mean, you want to tone. I got that. But I need that cardio more than anything. That gets your heart rate right to me.
Yeah,
I'm
for
sorry.
Your heart. Yeah. Junior?
Yeah, I'm going to do the heavy lifting. I don't like running for no reason. I just don't see the point. Ain't nothing in my life I do. Ain't nothing in my life I do require running. I don't. Yeah, when I'm scared, I don't run. No.
All right. Next one. Would you rather clog the toilet at your boss's house or would you rather clog the toilet at your wife's boss's house?
Oh, I'm going to do B. I told you I work up there. I'm going over there. I am not.
What did you say, Dr. Who?
Yeah, Dr. Benson house. Yeah. Oh, we going right over there. All the problems he bringing in here. But I can't go to Uncle Steve's house and clog no toilet. Hell no.
No, sir.
No, clogging that toilet costs you employment.
I'm clogging up Steve's toilet. Yes.
Would you rather eat an entire pack of hot dogs or would you rather eat an entire bag of hot dog buns? Which one? The hot dogs or the buns?
Oh, give me the buns.
Oh, no. I just got through watching that the other day while them people eating all them damn hot dogs.
Yeah.
The hot dog eating contest.
The hot dog eating contest, yeah. I'm going to go with Ooh, either way, our body's messed up.
You gonna be sick.
Either way, I can't get all that bread down, y'all. I can't.
A lot.
That's too much.
So which one?
I'm gonna get that hot dog. I'm just gonna do straight wiener. Yeah. I can't.
I'm
okay.
Do buns. I'm just gonna
Junior?
put some butter. I'm buns. I'm putting butter on it. I'm gonna make it toasted in a minute. I don't care, but I'm not gonna be that many hot dogs. No.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Especially if it's in that hot dog water, boy. That hot dog water good.
Which you used to think was soup.
I used to think that was soup.
All right. Would you rather wake up in bed with a porcupine? Or would you rather wake up in bed with a skunk?
Oh, what is with the funk today? Goodness.
Pork.
Give me the
I'm going to have to get that. I'm that porcupine. Porcupine. I'm going to have to get the porcupine.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want that skunk, man.
What gets the skunk funk off of you? You guys said
tomato juice.
Sauce,
tomato juice.
Yeah.
Tomato sauce.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Juice, tomato juice bad. Yeah.
See, that's
All
too
right.
much. Now, if that porcupine, we just going to pull them out one by one. One by one.
All right. All right, guys. Thank you. That's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up at 49 minutes after the hour. It's our last break of the day, and we'll close out the show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
On the best podcast ever with Raven and Miranda, you'll hear, well, the best podcast ever. Join Raven Simone and her partner Miranda Mayday as they let the wheel of words determine the topic of that week's show.
Every episode will spin a wheel of random words from things like animosity to something like zodiac, and whatever it lands on, that's what we're going to talk about for around an hour.
Think we can't do it? Well, then you've never heard us talk.
Each week, Raven and Miranda and celebrity guests like Demi Lovato, Keke Palmer, and Meghan Trainor will spin the fateful wheel, and then the conversation will begin.
Also, we're going to have a ton of amazing guests because you don't want to just hear us two all the time, do you? Yes, you do. And somehow we're going to start with something like Spider and end with, well, when was your last nervous breakdown?
Listen to the best podcast ever with Raven and Miranda on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, guys, here we are. Last break of the day on this Thursday. It's been a good day. We've had fun today. We've had fun.
What a day. What a day.
Friday tomorrow. It's all good.
Always good. All right, so before we get out of here, here's another Facebook question. This one's from Jasmine, or Jermaine, I should say. This one's from Jermaine. Jermaine says, my wife is a totally free spirit, and I adore her. Summertime is her time, and she shows it in her lack of clothing, and I don't mind one bit. That is, unless we've got company over. When it's her girlfriends that are over and she's walking around in her bra and panties, I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy that. I'm a dude, after all. But when there are guys over, she still just doesn't put enough clothes on. I'm starting to feel like Keke Palmer's baby daddy. I've talked to her about it, but she just laughs it off and keeps doing it. How do I get her to respect my feelings on this, or are my feelings off base?
Ooh.
You agreed Keke Palmer's baby daddy, Tommy.
We're going to have to figure out how to put some clothes on now. We got to do something. We can't, man, I can't, and my boys and I can't be out here around this barbecue pit, and then here come Jackie coming through with this half thong on. We can't do this.
No.
Let's see. When her girlfriends come over, won't you walk around half-ass naked and see how she like that? You know, fight fire with fire. Get halfway naked.
In his underwear?
Yeah. Yeah, and y'all
That
just
ain't
become
gonna
the draws. Y'all just the draws couple, and that's just what y'all do. You know?
Tommy, her girlfriends ain't gonna care. They gonna be like, look at your man. They ain't gonna care.
They don't even want him.
I'm sure.
But no, you can't. You can't be walking around in your bra and panties and my boys is here. Are you crazy?
Even your girls. What?
Yeah. What? No.
Well, I'm okay with the girls.
I'm okay with the girls. I'm good with
that's
that.
what the husband said. That's what Jermaine said.
And I'm okay if the girls join in with her. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I think this is fine. Nah, this is nothing wrong with this. But
now, and what kind of drawers and panties is these, Shirley? I mean, is they full? or is they full
granny panties?
You know what I'm saying? Is the
Full
bra
coverage.
with the Y in it? That
What difference does it make? What difference does it make? It's bra and
It just, I'm just trying to figure how covered around are we? You know, is it now? If it's Vicky's secret and it's running up through there, I'm trying to figure out what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, he doesn't give that type of information so detailed as that. So use your imagination. What do you
what's the solution?
What do
How
you
does he
think?
talk
Yeah.
to her about it? That's what he's
Carl, I'm
saying.
not trying to get a solution. I want to go over there. I want to go there and see what's going on.
Oh.
See?
Oh, you want to investigate?
See?
Oh.
This is what happened.
Oh, you're CSI. Okay. What, Junior?
Now everybody want to come around.
When you got just bra and panties on, people want to come over. That's it. Tommy, me and Tommy coming by that weekend all work. We ain't doing that.
Listen, we're going to come over there and do them flows this weekend. Listen. Get y'all tile all waxed up down there. We're going to take care of that for y'all. Me and Junior going to do that for free. Don't even worry about that.
So, Carl and Shirley, when Taj have boys over, this is not even an option. But you are covered the entire. You're not wearing anything revealing or nothing like that.
Yeah, right. No, and she should respect her husband's feelings. She really should. If he doesn't like for her to do this, exactly. She shouldn't just laugh it off. It's not a joke.
She be in the lady in the letter. Don't be making it she like I'm just this.
No, not you.
I just said
Not your baby's wife.
My man's
Okay, here's a question, ladies. Here's a question. When you're with your man, and it's just the two of y'all, in comparison to when it's family or friends around, is that two different types of swimsuits?
Swimsuits? I mean, it could be, but
bikini swimsuit. You know what I mean?
Not for me. And the reason I say that is because there's only one kind of swimsuit I can wear right now. So we good, honey. Body ain't banging like I would like it to be. So body yada yada yada. I'm sure
you look good. Confidence.
I have confidence, but I know what I can rock.
Yeah. And as long as you're confident in what you can rock, you're good. You're good.
Oh, I've seen some overconfident people though.
But baby,
to you.
I'm talking about self-esteem is strong.
Yeah, they don't have any of that. They They look good to themselves, and you gonna like
I've seen some people. I'm like, I wish I had that confidence.
Yes.
Me too.
I don't have it.
And let me tell you, when you come from vacation and you're at a resort, like, oh, I wish I had that confidence. There be some people that don't care at all. At all. They will rock whatever. And that's cool, though. Do you. Do you,
boo. Yeah.
Yes,
I've seen some people like, woo, surely somebody is like, you didn't see none of this? You didn't?
I've seen some people tell me, my cousin told somebody on the vacation, you need to get back in the water.
I love your family, Junior.
My cousin saw that later. You need to get back in the water.
Listen, we was in Destin. I saw people in Destin leading with their stomach. Their stomach leads.
Yeah.
Don't give a darn. Don't give a darn.
And I'm right with them. Lead, baby, lead. I'm right behind you.
Yeah. Where is your school at?
This vacation gonna get whatever body I give it. Yeah.
Yada. All right. Thank you for riding with us. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. In the words of my uncle, talk to God. He would love to hear from you. Until then, until tomorrow, be in peace.
And rock your bikini.
Whatever size it is.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey everybody, are you ready for a brand new podcast that you had no idea existed? I'm Rory Scovel.
And I'm Daniel Van Kirk, and it's the Pen Pals podcast. Maybe you've had a pen pal before. Well, you have two of them right now. You send us your letters about anything going on in your life. Got a mean grandma? Need a new haircut? Whatever it is, send it to us. And we have guests like Will Ferrell, Andy Samberg, Rose Byrne, Brett Goldstein, and Mandy Moore.
Listen to the Pen Pals podcast on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
on the best podcast ever with Raven and Miranda. Join Raven Simone and her partner Miranda Mayday as they and celebrity guests like Demi Lovato and Meghan Trainor engage in unusual conversations.
Every episode will spin a wheel of random words from things like animosity to something like zodiac, and whatever it lands on, that's what we're going to talk about for around an hour.
Think we can't do it? Well, then you've never heard us talk.
Listen to the best podcast ever with Raven and Miranda on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Bachelor Happy Hour, the one and only official Bachelor Nation podcast, is back. Go behind the scenes with your hosts, Bachelor in Paradise Season 7 newlyweds Joe Amabile and Serena Pitt, for real stories about what happens in Bachelor Mansion.
Here on Bachelor Happy Hour, we'll be putting all the guys in the hot seat. We'll have exclusive interviews. We'll be the first to talk to the men. We're going to bring the drama into the house and leave probably brokenhearted.
Listen to Bachelor Happy Hour on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Lies, exploitation, and the American dream turned nightmare. This is Big Sugar, a deep dive into the inner workings of the sugar industry. I'm Celeste Headley, and in a new podcast, I'm investigating a true crime story like no other about the men who risked their lives to cut sugarcane. From iHeartMedia, I'll unravel a decades-long fight to get justice. Listen to Big Sugar on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.